Well, having looked at all kinds of chord progressions, we're now going to start looking at the right hand and get some basic techniques that will allow us to play more interesting accompaniments. Now, when playing rhythm, you really have only two movements. You have downstrokes and you have upstrokes. And we try to divide our rhythms into beats. Typically, we have 4/4 time and 3/4 time. And what that means is we're going to be counting to 4 in 4/4 time and 3 in 3/4 time. We can then divide up those beats into different rhythms. For instance, in 4/4 time, the most basic rhythm, and the one we've been playing mostly up till now, is simply 4 strums. I will count to 4 and play 4 strums on a G chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the most elementary rhythm you can have in 4/4 time. I'm going to play those 4 again, and then I'm going to change on the left hand to a D chord. I'll continue to play 4 strums. And then you'll hear the sound change from one chord to the other, but you'll see the hand remain the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. The third chord in this progression will be E minor. And then C. So when you hear the chords, you'll be hearing G, D, E minor, C, and just back to G. Now you'll notice, in order for me to come down, I had to bring my hand back up. Now that is called the offbeat. If I'm counting, I count 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are downbeats, and I'm strumming down. But if I were to catch the strings coming back up, I would be playing on what's called the and, or the 8th note. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So this becomes this. And that is the basis of all rhythm playing. Because no matter what it sounds like in the final analysis, you're only going down and up. Just watch for a moment. The hand really didn't do anything but go up and down. And once you get that nice relaxed motion, once you're not trying to play a rhythm, like forcibly play something that's unnatural, once you get out of that into a nice, even down and up strum, then you'll have it made. Now what I'd like to do is just mute the strings. I'm just going to rest my hand on the strings, but further back where we normally play our chords, so the sound will be just dead notes. And then you can play almost like a drum. Here's your downbeats. Here's your down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or if you like to count them, you can count and after each of the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then it's simply a matter of deciding which of those down and up strums you're actually going to strike the strings with the pick. So I can go down on 1, not hit the strings coming up, down on 2, not hit the strings coming up, and then hit the strings 3 and 4 and. That would sound like this. On a G chord, that would sound like this. So here's that progression: G, D, E minor, C, back to G, with that rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is again, but to let you hear the sound, we'll play each chord twice. Now, when I say twice, because we're counting to 4, every time we count to 4, we call that a bar. So this would be 2 bars of each chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try another one. We're going to go to the dead strings again, and let's try something even more basic. Let's try down. We don't strike coming up, but we do strike on 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it's 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. With the chords, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's try something a little different. We'll go down on 1, 2, 3, but we'll go down up on 4 and that would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess that would be a tango. Here it is on our chord progression. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sure you've gathered by now, if we had no sound on this, and all you could see was the hand going up and down, there would be no way to tell which of those rhythms we were playing, because the hand is only going up and down. It's not stopping and starting, it's not changing its angle, it's just going down and up, and then you decide which of those strums you're actually going to strike the strings. Well, those rhythms were all very basic because they came down on the major, on the beats. 1, 2, 3. There is no syncopation, which is a word we haven't used yet, but it's kind of when you start playing with a little more feel. It's a little more difficult at first, but it's what sounds the very best. Have a listen to this chord, this rhythm pattern. Once more. Here it is without hearing anything. Looks like all the other ones, doesn't it? Well, it is. But here we're striking on an upbeat without having struck on the downbeat. It sounds and plays like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and. One and 2 and 3 and. Here it is in our progression. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is on dead strings. Now here's another syncopated rhythm. On the dead strings, down, up, down, up, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, up, down, up. On the G chord, on our progression. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now there's no saying that we have to play the same rhythm every bar. And this is where it really starts to get interesting. Here's our chord progression again, but this time I will play the rhythms that we've previously played, but in a different order. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now once again, as we've said to you, most chord progressions are always repeated. You almost always find G, C, and D7 together. Most popular music can almost always be played with 3 or 4 chords. Well, the same holds true of rhythm. Once you get these basic rhythms, every time you hear a song, you'll hear a variation of those rhythms. But what's absolutely critical, what you must always remember, is the hand movement is always very natural. It can be faster, you know. But it's always natural, up and down. It's not a forced, unnatural movement. Now we haven't done anything about our bass notes yet, because when you're playing rhythm, as we've mentioned, you have bass and alternate bass notes. So let's just spend a moment looking at those. On the G chord, now the rhythm is still up and down, but you go down with your bass, bass, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. That's a G chord, of course. Down, down, up, down, up. By playing your bass note at the beginning of each bar, it leads the song. Here's your progression again with that rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here we have the bass and alternate bass, down, down, up, then the alternate, down, down, up. Down, down, up, down, down, up. That particular rhythm with those basses is probably the most popular or widely used rhythm in the entire world. Puff the Magic Dragon, Country Roads, Blowin' in the Wind. The last thing I'd like to look at is damping the strings, or stopping the sound by relaxing the notes of the left hand. And this gives you a better articulation of a chord. So let's just see if we can't take an A minor chord, and what we'll do is we'll strum the chord and relax the fingers. You'll notice the 5th string continues to ring, because there's nothing to stop it. When you relax the fingers of the left hand, the notes die, but the 5th string continues to ring. Now I'm going to strike the chord twice, down and up, and then I'm going to relax it. To kill that A note, the 5th string open, on the right hand, I'm going to stop and put the hand right on top of the strings. With that kind of articulation, you can get a more modern rhythm. Let's look at the right hand, and we'll see about that. I'm actually resting my thumb. You can even get a percussive sound. Down, up. Here it's like a drum. To a G, A minor, G, what am I doing? I'm just stopping the notes at that one spot. I think that's a really good start for understanding basic rhythms. Learn everything as cleanly as possible. Remember to keep the hand moving on a steady up and down rhythm. That way, even if you make a mistake, you may not play what you want, but it's not going to sound wrong. As long as the hand is moving evenly up and down, you may not hit the notes that you want, but it's going to be in time. All right, so start with that. The next tape, we're going to look at finger picking. Which is a whole nother world. Thank you very much.